Each student will get a tracer of a scale. And this is just a half of sheet of black construction paper. And you can fit 3 or 4, probably 4 scales on this. And so the goal is not to make a million of them. The goal is to make good ones. So we're just gonna, they can draw on here, you know, like this, and put at least 4 scales on here. But I really want to show students how to layer construction paper crayons with this lesson. So that's mostly what it's about. Before you cut it out, I would color it in, because then if you go outside the lines, it doesn't get all over your desk or whatever. But the really cool thing about construction paper crayons is that you can layer. The number 1 rule is going light as a feather. So I am not going caveman hard on this. I'm just, it helps to outline it and then color it in. But I'm doing this lightly so that I can layer some colors over the top of this. And of course you can use whatever colors you want, but this is just a light layer of this purple. Construction paper crayons are awesome because you can put light colors over dark colors and layer them, and they turn out pretty cool. And every time I color a new color, I don't necessarily have to go over the entire scale, and it's going to give it kind of a opalescent or iridescent look to it. So this is like a teal color, which you wouldn't really think sometimes maybe to put over purple, but that's what's fun about these construction paper crayons, is that you can layer them, and they're so much different than normal crayons. They just create, like that is a whole new color I just made right there. And I'm deciding, maybe I'll put some over here, but I might skip the middle just to see what happens in there. What do I want to put in there? Light green. You can make a highlight because you can put these lighter colors over the top of it. Have a different effect. So I'm putting so you just layer your colors, and it's turning out kind of cool so far. Maybe I'm just gonna keep layering these. That blue looks cool. But I decided, oh my gosh, maybe I missed that purple. I'm gonna put purple. Ooh, that's cool. Like it. But the key is light as a feather so it doesn't end up too waxy. I missed this purple though because that was rad. I'm gonna add a little more purple in there. That was cool. But I want it to look like there's like a highlight too. Highlight is the light spot on it. So I'm going to take either this green and do it a little bit harder so it shows up. So I'm not killing it, but I'm doing it a little bit harder, and you definitely don't want to break your crayon. But I'm putting this highlight over the top of it. That is super awesome. And maybe even white to have like a super bright highlight. Now it's getting a lot of layers here, so I'm gonna have to press a little bit harder. You don't wanna hold it down here because that would probably break it, but I'm gonna add a highlight so it looks like actual light maybe is shining on it. That's cool. And I think I'm about done here. This looks pretty awesome. You can use whatever colors you want, but how much cooler is that than just like doing one color? Awesome. Ta-da! Okay, so then once I have a really cool scale, or I can do a pattern, like here's one that's a pattern, or textures. They don't have to all be like I just did. You're going to cut them out and assemble them to this snake head. Hopefully your teacher will color the snake head in, but you're going to assemble these to make as long as a class snake as you want. Like this thing could probably go through your whole room. and that would be rad.